Hi there everyone, Dan McCready here, WATD News, and I'm standing out here in Milton, and so far not much has happened, although right now, just recently, we're starting to get just a little bit of precipitation here. I'll show you. If you look over into the light here, yeah, there we are. You can see just a little bit of something starting to fall. Looks like some very light snow mixed with some rain, but really not much of anything here. So, you know, it's been pretty quiet, but that has one thing that has popped up, and this is just a recent development. So far, not a lot, but getting a little bit of something here. And I've been getting reports from people that it's been, oh, now it's starting to pick up a little bit, it looks like. So we are getting a little something out here in the Milton area, and I've been getting reports from people that they've seen some light rain and something slowly developing. Got reports of rain in Bridgewater and Weymouth, but so far, no real accumulation here. Well, I want to tell you the snow has actually picked up a little bit since my last report. As you can see there now, you can actually really see some of the flakes flying around right now, so we've gotten a little more snow activity in this area. And I also thought that this would be a good time, once again, now that the storm activity has picked up, to take out ye old ruler, well, not ye old ruler, but, you know, a ruler, and just kind of look at how much accumulation we actually got since I last gave you the report. And remember, it wasn't really even an inch, but we're going to take ye old ruler and we'll see what we got here. So, all right, so here's the ruler into the snow. All right, well, looks like we got probably around 1.5 inches or so. Nothing really major, but more than we got before. And while there is some here on the sidewalks and green areas, you take a look at the street here, still pretty bare pavement. So I don't see a lot of commuting issues. Of course, always drive carefully, but you know, by and large, roads, at least around here, would still look pretty good. As you've seen, I've been taking some measurements. We got another winter storm. Fortunately, what doesn't look like it was as major as everybody thought it was going to be, so that's certainly a good thing. But nonetheless, another winter storm. So that means it's time for another morning commute. And so therefore, I've got the camera all set up, and now I'm ready to begin my drive.
Irish music session, but
And the mailmen are out to their appointed rounds. Snow is not keeping them from it.
So it comes out perfect. Visit budgetblinds.com. Get started today. Budgetblinds.com. Thank you, Bob Smaldone. 9:49, traffic and weather in the nines. We're looking at a decent ride now on Route 3 with no reports of any slowdowns coming up from Clark Road in Plymouth all the way up towards Union Street in Braintree. Breeze southbound, we have reports of looks like we're getting word of a crash before 53 in Hanover now on the southbound side of Route 3. And then there also is coming in a spin out reported before 139 in the Pembroke Marshfield area. So I'm not sure if they're two separate incidents, but in any event, use some caution on Route 3 southbound near 53 and 139. We are definitely seeing some brake lights southbound near 53 though right now. 24 on the northbound side, not seeing any problems there. From Brockton up to 128. 128 is okay from Braintree to Dedham. And the expressway headed northbound. Drive time is now dropped down to about...
All right, so we went through East Milton Square. Not really seeing much of any issues here. I mean, there's obviously snow falling, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing really nothing major, but we're about to get on 93, so we'll see how that is. We got some puddles, obviously. Big puddle right there. So that might be an issue for people who are driving in. Watch for some puddling. But as far as roads go, I mean, things look, for the most part, pretty good. Pretty easy commute so far. Alright, so well, now we're on Route 3. And really, you know I usually have been usually I comment a little bit more in these videos, but there's really not too much to say. This is a fairly uneventful drive in. You know, it's almost like going in through a rainstorm. You know, nothing really major. So there you go. Now, I mean, I would always say drive carefully, of course, but that's a universal good piece of advice. Okay, now, as you can see here, there might be kind of a slight issue with visibility. You know, you can't see too far ahead, but, you know, but you can see far enough ahead that, you know, you can still basically have a normal commute. I mean, I don't think it really impedes you that much, but, you know, a slight visibility issue, we'll put it that way. It looks like we've got an accident scene up here. So as you can see, we did encounter a car crash. You know, even when it's not too bad out, when you get snow and commuters, accidents happen. And that's certainly what happened there. What I tell you now, right there it looks like I just hit a little patch of snow or a puddle or something. So, got to be careful. For WATD, let's see how things are looking. Now, one thing I've noticed about 139 is that it always seems to puddle. There always seems to be some pretty significant puddles on Route 139. So we're going to see what that's like as we prepare to merge onto that roadway. So let's just let's have a look here. Okay. You see, we've got, if you'll notice, there is a little bit of slush in the roadway. So even though this, okay, I'll call it a storm, did not turn out to be as major as some of the other storms we've had, still, you know, I mean, still, look, right there. There's some slush right in the roadway there. So you've got to still need to drive carefully. Hey, yep, there we go. See, look, lots of puddles here. On Route 139. There's one, wait. Yep, and there's another one. See, there's some puddles here. Not as big as they have been in some of the other really major storms we've had, but for some reason there's always some puddling right here on Route 139, so it's just something I always try to watch out for whenever I'm coming down, particularly on a stormy day. It's just, you know, something to keep in mind. Alright. And, okay, here's Enterprise Drive right now. It's a little slushy. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, there's definitely some slushiness here. So it's something to just be aware of when you're driving around the South Shore today. I think you're going to see a lot of roads like this. So just keep it in mind. Now we're pulling into Broadcast House. And I made it in safely to Marshfield, and I'm standing here out in front of Broadcast House. If you look over there, you can see the beautiful WATD studios. There we go. And I've got with me right here, ye old ruler, and we're going to take a measurement and just see how much snow we got here up in front of Broadcast House. So, here we are. Oh, looks like we got about 2 inches. That's somewhat significant there. And on the walkway, about 1 inch. So, a little more in the green areas, in the paved, somewhat treated areas, not too bad. And as you can see right there, if you look out into Enterprise Drive, a little bit slushy, but overall, not too bad. So you've been out and about already today?
I have already been out looking for flooding, looking for accidents, and I'm disappointed because I haven't found any.
Well, I suppose that's probably good for most folks, though.
Yeah, it's good for other people, yes.
Yeah, but so far it looks like it's pretty quiet out there compared to what we, at least compared to what we've seen recently.
Yeah, we've gotten indoctrinated, you know. So now we really don't have to worry about these things. For a couple of minutes, the sun was almost out, but not happening right now. But one of the things that I especially like about this stuff, is attempting to shovel the wall here. It's not bad, not bad. I took a run at it earlier, and but then again, you know, there's no power outages on this one. This is the good thing.
Yeah.
We haven't had the generator start. We haven't had to go and knock on people's doors and say, listen, we need to know when this power went out because we're trying to help you get it back on.
And obviously our internet is working.
Our internet is obviously our internet is working, and so is the guy who sort of knows the internet. My favorite leprechaun-looking critter here, who does all of our copy and production.
He loves the scally cap.
Yeah.
And I'm all a fan of the scally cap. I'm normally known for the scally cap. As I mentioned, though, I was asked by Peter Brown of Tiny and Sons to break out this hat, supporting some very good causes, as you can see here. The Boys and Girls Club, of course, breast cancer awareness, Tiny and Sons. So I was happy to...
The hat has lost some part of it.
This was a cardboard thing, but he asked me to put the hat on, so for Mr. Brown, I was happy to do that. His boys do a good job, you know.
I know, they've always done a good job.
So there you go.
And Tiny Brown, his dad, was absolutely legendary on the South Shore.
Indeed he was. So, but basically, quieter day today as far as...
It's a quieter day. We haven't had, as I said, we haven't had to turn the generators on. The antennas have not blown off any of our towers. All of our communication facilities are working. And I'm actually paying bills.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And that's always a good thing to do.
I'd rather go with snow.
I hear you. Well, reporting from in front of Broadcast House, this is myself, Dan McCready, with Mr. Ed Perry, WATD News.